This weekend I decided to organise the kitchen cabinet. I wanted to turn the space next to it into a bit of an area for the kids' craft stuff and just clear some stuff out of it. For example, this corner of the kitchen, I really wanted to just create some more space and organise. So as you can see on this side in the shelf, everything's just a little bit crammed in. Same as here, this is where the supplements and the jars are. And then in the middle of it, this bit is where we have currently the kids' craft stuff all jumbled in, and it just means that they have to get past us around the kitchen table to get to their craft stuff. So I wanted to make it all more accessible for them. They've got pens, they've got crayons, they've got loads of stuff that they don't use, so I knew that I could definitely simplify it all. And then I've also got the kitchen old bread bin that I used to have all of the napkins in, so I've decided to empty that, and that's where loads of art materials are going to go. So I had a day in the kitchen to potter while the kids were around us and John was making lunch. I was just going to have to work around them, which is absolutely lovely. And so we lit the candles and just let ourselves in for a weekend of pottering, eating around the table whilst I was also clearing everything out. Life was very much happening. There's no way of kind of compartmentalizing things in this house. It all happens at once and we just all lean into the chaos. Like, for example, sitting at the table or half of it while the other half is just completely covered in all of the stuff that I've pulled out of the drawers, like this. Which has just got all the stuff that you usually have in drawers, like paperwork, screws, batteries, old coins, everything and anything that I've been putting off for ages. And I really love organising, so it really wasn't a problem. I just knew I had to do it. I went in deep and for a long time was just kind of wandering around, figuring out how to do it, feeling slightly overwhelmed and distracting myself with the cat Nutmeg. But you've kind of got to get to this point of chaos and overwhelm, pull everything out and not know how to put it back in to actually get there. And as soon as you start kind of like separating and just dividing things into smaller batches, I do find it really, really helps. But what also really helps is when John makes a huge tray of scones, just impromptu scones on a Saturday afternoon, why not? Which were completely perfect and light and fluffy and buttery. And I don't know how you have your scones, but we have them with jam on the bottom and cream on top. But whilst he was also making scones and he had the oven on, he decided to make onion bhajis. So we had these kind of like flat pancake take on an onion bhaji. I wouldn't dare describe them as pure onion bhajis. So I'd managed to organise most of the stuff into kind of little sections of things that needed to go down to the cellar, including a little box in there that had Elwyn's first rotten tooth that he had pulled out recently. And these are all things that I've managed to just segment and put down in the cellar or in different drawers. So this morning I came down and the top really needed doing as well. It felt like a bit of a mess. The fairy lights are on there. It just looked a little bit sad and a little bit dusty, and I just knew that I could liven it up and simplify it slightly. So the easiest thing in this situation is to just kind of like put some flowers in there. It makes everything better. And take some of the old pens out, put them back into the mustard pot. Et voila, we have a tidy top of the cabinet. And thankfully the rest of it's looking much, much fresher as well. On the inside, it's feeling so much more organised and lovely. And as soon as I go in to get anything out, like jars of Marmite or peanut butter or honey, it's all there. I can see it all. There's nothing too tall that I can't see past. Then the same with the supplements, they're all there organised, and it's just feels like it makes life easier. When everything's easier to reach, it's just kind of about creating less stress in your day, isn't it? Less moments of stress to get to things. And then this is where the art pieces where is now where all the little bits of crockery is, along with jars, bigger bottles, the fermenting garlic, which I shared in last week's video. And then we open the drawers and they are now full of all of the spoons that were on the kitchen side. So that's been cleared up a lot. And then this drawer, this is where loads of the paperwork was, and now just has knives, cookie cutters, little odds and ends that you never quite know where to put, but everything's kind of dust free and reachable. And I've managed to file away all the paperwork. And then on the bottom, that's where we keep the stuff for proving bread and candles and cat food, and just the whole thing feels so much more put together. And I feel like I can actually start the new school year with the art stuff here and then all the food stuff in the little cabinet, and it just feels so refreshing. And I've managed to simplify all of their art stuff and put it into containers that I already had, little baskets, the old bread tin for paper, little just receptacles for everything, for pens, for paintbrushes, for little bits of wood that they like using. All the pencils are sharpened. God knows how long it's going to stay this organised, but it just feels really, really good. And the kids are excited, and because they can see it all as well, they can just get it out and get it onto the kitchen table whenever they need it, and that's the whole goal. So to celebrate, we went to the woods this afternoon, and even though it was absolutely pouring with rain, we decided to build a fire and make ourselves some hot chocolate and tea. And luckily, there were huge bouts of rain interspersed with beautiful, beautiful sunshine pouring through the woods, the trees in the woods, and it was such a beautiful way of rounding off the weekend. The kids aren't back in school for a couple of days, but it was a really lovely way to remind ourselves that these are things that we can carry on doing through the autumn and winter. It doesn't have to be a perfectly sunny, perfectly bright, dry day to just get outdoors and do something that takes us outside of the kitchen, takes us outside of the house, outside of our heads, and just do something really simple, which somehow feels like an adventure, like making a hot brew on a stove in the woods on a Sunday afternoon. So I am now off to bed feeling very, very peaceful and happy and incredibly grateful for a very organised kitchen and a very, very beautiful afternoon in the woods here in our West Yorkshire home.